Today we have another toolbox and actually a shop tour for you today for some more organizational tips, so let's get into it. So I'm here with Chad Carter, owner of Carter Engineering, and he's got some organizational tips that he actually makes and sells. We're going to do a full shop tour and toolbox tour. But first, Chad, tell us about your product here that you got.
So I've got a set of magnetic tape measure holders for Stanley 12, 16, and 25 foot, as well as the Fat Max 16 and 25. So the tape measure is magnetic, and then the holder is magnetic. Put it anywhere you like. Screwed mounting locations also, so your non-magnetic surfaces, put one on your wood workbench. A nice, quick, convenient way to keep your tape measure close, not tearing up your jeans. And you got a visual when you're not, when it doesn't get put back, you know that it's missing. Go find it, track it down.
So basically you can just scatter them all throughout the shop, wherever you need them. Put one on the drill press, put one on the mill, put one on the toolbox, so you always have them. And then when you're, obviously you're gonna grab it, set it somewhere, now you know, hey, I need to put that back, so.
Exactly, it's quick, it's easy, it's not weighting down your pants, that's great.
What you're selling now. Yeah, if you're interested in those the link will be in the description, you can check those out. 3D printed?
3D printed.
Awesome, all made by you here.
In-house.
Sweet. All right, let's do a shop tour, show them the area, and then we can also look at the toolbox and everything, so. All right, so for the shop tour, we're starting over here by the door. You got the two sections of your garage, right?
That's right. This is what I call the clean room. Kind of a misnomer, but it's the heated side. It's where I like to do some of the finer work. When it's cold, everything gets done in here. So I got radiant tube heat in the floors, and we just kind of walk around and show. It's got a miscellaneous assembly station, a thermoforming machine, kind of the welding area for now. MIG welder, TIG welder, plasma cutter on a portable cart, granite surface plate, that's a recent acquisition.
And so the whole shop itself has been kind of a work in progress, right, over years, slowly kind of building and piecing.
That's right. I get distracted, lots of projects in process, so this is, drywall is not my forte, we'll get back to drywall. This will eventually have lots of desk space. And I really like the setup because my back will be to the wall, but I'll be facing through the picture window, like, in process stuff. Hopefully have a car in here that I'm working on.
Still have kind of access to the shop and everything you're working on while you're still kind of at the desk. Doing the CAD work, running the 3D printers, whatever it may be.
You got your fridge will be in here, maybe a couch in case you need
TV,
one.
whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, whatever you need to have happen.
Sweet. Future progress coming.
That's right, that's right. So right now this is like my main workstation. I keep my Stanley cases, got lots of hardware accumulated. I'm pretty far from anything hardware store related, so I try to keep an inventory on hand.
I see you're keeping kind of with the standard box setup though.
Yeah, trying to keep some kind of inventory, keeps you from running out, anytime I do a little project. Bench vise, little workstation here. All my drills in 3D printed holders, keep my batteries close, keep everything. Again, if a drill's missing, I know where it's gone. This forces me to take the bits out. I see a lot of people hang them upside down and you gotta take the batteries off. I don't like that.
Yep.
So that might be a future project. Also, I could sell the CAD files. I don't really want to 3D print those. They take a long time. But,
for sure. I see this as well too, some more readily accessible tools that you need.
That is a product that's on the website. That's again magnetic, holds Sharpies, holds pencils, scribes, pressure
And you
gauge.
can even adjust it, so if you were to put it on a horizontal surface or vertical surface, you can kind of adjust it.
That's right, you've got all the adjustments for the angle. Right.
Sweet. More organization, we love organization.
Yeah, organization's good, trying to continually improve. Keeping stuff labeled.
I see you got you're on. You're missing it. Where is
I
it?
know. I don't know where it is.
It's rolling around somewhere.
I'll find it. I love tape measures. I've got a bunch of them. Some more of my Stanley personal collection around the side.
Sweet. I only got some rear ends here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is
some car projects.
Yeah, exactly. This was for a customer, and then that's the parts rear end. That one donated its posi traction carrier to make this one. This is going in a friend's father-in-law's '69 Camaro. All the parts are here, everything to rebuild it, and get that out of here. Actually,
we got some cars. We'll see over on the other side of the building.
We'll see my toys on the other side.
Let's. You want to show the floor heating and everything you got?
Absolutely. If you're gonna build a building, I absolutely recommend floor heat. It's a amazing. This is a system that I built myself. This is a radiant tube heat rated hot water heater, an instant hot water heater running on propane. I did the tubing in the floor and then the whole manifold assembly with the circulation pumps. So yeah, you've got the bladder tank, the air scoop, the circulation pumps, but ultimately a pretty simple system. Thermostat controls a relay, and then we can monitor inlet and outlet temps and flow rate through the floor. But your feet are warm, you're warm.
Yep. Keep the water off the floor, the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing better. You're not moving air around, you're not stirring dust up. You're just putting the heat right where you want it from the bottom, and it convects up. You're comfy. It's nice.
Okay, it's awesome. Check out the toolbox now.
Sure, this is my main staple. I've got a couple little carts that we'll see, but this is where the magic happens. Bit of a hodgepodge, so just start at the top and work our way down.
Sure.
Top drawer, 1/4" drive Craftsman set. It's been replaced, as I lose things. But keep that up and accessible, close to eye level. Started out storing a few air tools here, and now it's grown over the years. So it's getting a little clustered, but
Toolbox setups are always kind of changing
Yeah.
as you gain and lose tools or whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
So,
But you don't want to reorganize too often because you forget where stuff is.
Yeah.
Top right, like to keep my stationery, notepad. Can't have enough Sharpies. They always run out of Sharpies. Here to the side, some of the layout stuff, your level, your squares. The little baby 6-inch square is one of my favorites. Small enough and maneuverable. It's weird how you have preferences for tools like that.
oh, for sure.
We get into utility knives, scissors, sneaky little tape measure in there. Continuing down the line, a couple wood chisels, scrapers, trying to keep things kind of clustered by category, putty knives. We got our thin snips, rights, lefts, straights, utility knife cutter, highly recommend these. Tubing, wire, all kinds of stuff, super handy to have. Wire strippers are supposed to be in the electrical box. We got the mess of a screwdriver drawer. We don't need to look too long at that.
You should share some of those
Screwdriver
toolbox widgets I got.
I know a guy. We got the Allen wrench drawer. I think everybody has a drawer that looks like this.
Having a complete set's so great.
Yeah,
You always
exactly.
end up with some extras.
Yeah, I have a complete set, and then you
All
still
the
get
spares,
this.
yeah.
Exactly, with the extra. You got the work surface, which is good in concept, but I wouldn't buy a toolbox because I have.
It becomes difficult to use any of the lower boxes.
Yeah, exactly. It ends up blocking what is my most used drawer, which is this one. We got 3/8 drive Craftsman set, half drive Craftsman set, and then some of my duplicates. Got lots of extra ratchets have accumulated over the years. Breaker bars, T-handles. I like this. This was from a bigger Craftsman set with the 3 drawers in the blow molded case. Ended up just keeping the shelves, and that became my organization trays. We go down to probably my second most commonly used drawer. We got the SAE wrenches. We got lots of duplicates, oddball sizes, line wrenches. So I just tried to sort them smallest to largest.
And keeping a tray, just at least organize them in some fashion.
Exactly. Like a lot of times you need 2 9/16s. You just go and you know they're in this general area. You keep the metric wrenches on this side. Again, could get a lot better, but I guess there's somewhere.
Yep.
Continuing down, we got some of the bigger but very not commonly used wrenches on this side. Just those like flea market finds.
When you need them.
That's right. That's
it's
right.
not common.
Not common. And then we got pliers, side cutters, needle nose, channel locks. You see, I'm not real particular on brand. It's just whatever works.
Yep.
Continuing down, we get into vice grips. Just keep an assortment. Super handy to have. There's a lot more crescent wrenches than this, and I don't know where they are right now. Starting to get into the more obscure the farther down we go. So we got staplers, tubing bender, exhaust tubing stuff, some oil filter parts. Just starting to get into like the obscure home construction and car tools.
Kind of the specialty stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like not commonly used. Like this is a crankshaft puller. Just happened to fit in this drawer, but we got hammers, mallets, air chisel, some of the plastic pry bars and things of that nature. That needs a little love as well. And then pipe wrenches and C-clamps, spring clamps. As much as these are actually handy to have, just you don't want to squeeze too hard on something. And we get to the bottom, and I very infrequently open these. We're talking drills, some drywall stuff, the big clunky clamps, and then highly recommend paper towel holder on the end.
Magnetic paper towel holder, and then another.
Good old horrible freight there. You always need those.
Another.
Yeah, another one. Some of these were test units testing out rivets and different assembly processes. So I've got.
Really can't have enough of those anyway.
No,
So.
I need more tape measures to fill them.
Yep.
We'll get there.
So sweet.
Yeah, it's a vintage South Bend lathe. Pretty straightforward. I was able to. The only thing that was missing when I got it was the motor and like the swing arm assembly. I disassembled it and assembled it with a serpentine belt as opposed to a leather belt, so it's continuous. I had to basically explode the head and then put it all back together. But for doing little trinkets, just to have some kind of capability in house, it is nice to have. And you'll never get away from having some little 3D printed part. It was such a sloppy fit here. It's,
Just to hold it in place.
Exactly, just to keep it from contacting the gears, and that's right.
So yeah, you got your Bridgeport, you got your lathe.
That's right. You get stuff that can be upgraded later. Same deal with the LED lighting. You got the start stop. Just doing what I can with what we have.
For sure, that's awesome. And then just the tools that go along with it.
Yeah. A lot of the tooling that goes with it. Some of it needs cleaned up. Some of it still being accumulated as time goes on, but. Most of this is related to the lathe, and then some of the miscellaneous.
Sweet.
Pretty well covers the clean room, I think.
Yeah. You got the 2 garage doors and one on each side.
That's right. 2 garage doors, and then the large slider, so we can bring stuff across.
All right, should we go check out the other side of the shop?
I think so. It's
the colder side.
The colder side, the significantly colder side. Let's go through the giant sliding door and step into so this would be the remaining 40 by 56, the quote-unquote dirty room.
This is where the toys are.
Yeah, this is where the toys are. So we got 2-post lift. My 1970 Cutlass up in the air right now. This is my quote-unquote race car. I've been working on this for over a decade now. Just tinkering here and there. It's been an off and on project.
A little bit of fab work in there, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. It's been a good learning experience. Turbo LS motor, turbo 400 transmission. Most of the car is fiberglass at this point. Quarter panels, fenders, hood. It's a lot of fun. We can see a little bit of the fab work now when it's in the air. We've got fuel cell with a custom mount, custom bracketry for Willwood brakes in the back, and then an aluminum exhaust poking out. Straight piped and very, very loud. So it's quite fun.
And now you got this car not running, and you fully decked it out, went through everything.
That's right. This was my uncle's car. He parked it in 1983. I have the expired license plate on the wall.
That's cool.
Pulled it out of his barn and then gutted it, started fresh.
That's awesome.
Long-term project.
Does burnouts and
does
gives
burnouts.
you smiles.
That's right. I take it out and have a lot of fun with it.
It's kind of a car you're still tinkering with a little bit?
Absolutely. I've got goals I'm trying to set every year, get a little faster. Car was built to have fun and do it on a budget, so it's constantly evolving. The new transmission for it sitting in the wheelbarrow.
It's always getting changes, so
That's right.
it's awesome. And we got this guy over here.
Yeah, this is 1979 Trans Am. This is my high school car. My dad bought it as a roller, no motor, no transmission, no interior. I've been through almost everything. Had it painted as a senior in high school, took it to prom.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. Now it's lowered wheels, tires, brakes, modern 5-speed transmission.
Well, this is kind of the car that got you into all your love for cars and
absolutely. This was the beginning.
fabrication.
Yeah, it's a special spot for me. My dad helped me put it together in high school. It's kind of that bonding father-son project. And, life-changing from that perspective.
No price tag on this guy.
No, not for sale.
Yep.
Not for sale. I don't want to be that guy that says, no for sale, but it's not.
Yep. That's awesome.
The one under got an SSR, if anybody recognizes that, under the cover. That's my friend Robbie, that's going to stay under the cover. Some neat fabrication on that one as well.
And we got some other Got a tractor over here.
Yeah. So this is 1938 Alice Chalmers. I did a stint of tractor pulling with my dad. This was one that I started on and did some pretty unique fab work on. I don't know, unfinished projects, right? Stuff gets in the way, but
Yeah.
it's gonna get finished one day. It's gonna be fun. And this one was bought for parts, and I think it's gonna be the family tractor. You know, putt around the yard with the kids someday, kind of thing.
For sure. That's awesome.
Yeah. Crazy to think they're almost 100 years old. It just
Yeah.
blows my mind. Yeah, so this area, just in the midst of reorganizing my shelves, I've got totes labeled with content. The chalkboard breaks down what's in every tote, trying to keep it organized, but the press board on the shelves is terrible. So I'm just trying to incrementally improve, caught me in a bit of a disarray.
Sounds good. And then I see you got a Bridgeport over here.
That's right. Bridgeport running on a VFD for single phase power. But super excellent machine, digital readout, power feed, power drawbar, and then I've got the arcade controls to run it.
Custom.
That's right, 3D printed with the stop, run, and go. Yeah, very cool. 3D printed R8 collet holders. Still working out how to keep everything super organized, but
Always tinkering, yeah.
always tinkering, right? Always trying to improve.
And then yeah, homemade little fourth axis. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
the little baby fourth axis. You're doing a little rotary part. That was a 3D printed bull and worm gear, the 3D printed housing. Put it together with stainless steel shims, and it worked phenomenally. I ran it with a drill and ball nose end mill to do some profiling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a little baby fourth axis, but for the purpose and machining a little plastic part, it
Does
worked.
exactly what you needed to do.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
So,
Sweet.
a lot of fun. We got LED lights. I'm a huge fan of LED lights, and then 3D printed everything. I 3D printed the air holder for the blowgun. Keeps it right. You know, things stay where you put them, and they're there when you need them. That's the goal.
For sure. That's awesome.
Yep.
And then I see you got a little workbench here with a kind of a pegboard, slat board kind of setup.
Exactly. We got the slat wall. This is we'll call it my summertime workbench. Open the door up. You know, real nice place to work. I tried to make like my commonly used tools available. You know, common wrench sizes, couple hammers. Just trying to keep the stuff that you frequently need. I have a lot of duplicates of the basic stuff. Right?
Some more 3D printed screwdriver holders.
Absolutely.
And some wrench holders.
Yeah, and these were 16 penny nails. I cut the pointy parts off of and pressed them into the 3D printed parts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Use what you got.
Yeah, that's right. When you got a bunch of nails, then do what you can.
Fan of the slat board though?
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I like the slab board. I've got it here and then behind the lift as well. Yeah, definitely keep things in front of your face when you're looking for them.
Readily accessible. Yeah, you're not always rooting through drawers or whatever. So.
Exactly. I'm a huge fan of shadow boards when you know where things go without having to be told or read a label. If it's visual, that's powerful. So screwdriver holders are that way, right? Because you got a place where it sits. You know that a screwdriver goes there.
That's awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
Should we go check out that workbench back there too?
Yeah. 16 feet of workbench. These are, I believe, powder-coated steel panels. So you got something that's super easy to wipe off, you know, car fluids and things like that. Try to keep some stuff accessible. We got funnels and grease guns, you know, your automotive-centric things. Oil change supplies underneath. I'm gonna try and clean some of that stuff up as time goes on. But
You know where it's at though. So.
yeah, exactly.
Some more screwdriver holders. Always coming up with different concepts. It
Right,
looks like.
right. I wanted to keep like I said, the common ones right here where you need them. You got the Harbor Freight set, but hey, if it's here and it works, absolutely. Your jumper cables, some of it gets a bit obscure, but
Awesome.
I'm gonna try and add, like, you got hose reels, like things to look clean and keep the essentials.
Yeah, absolutely.
Similar thing with shelves, we got all of our automotive fluids, spray paint cans, pop openers. We got everything we need out here. We've got receptacles on the lift, super handy, keep the lights handy, plug stuff in. I don't know why they don't come from the factory
With them just straight on it, yeah, honestly.
right. So the lift, just
Makes working on the car a lot easier, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's absolutely. You can't go back, and you'll make more friends than you ever.
Oh yeah, everyone wants to come over. If your car's not on it, somebody's car will be on it.
Exactly. Like, oh, it's tied up right now.
So, and then you had to reinforce the flooring as well down here.
That's right. So the flooring is 5 inches thick everywhere, but I ran extra rebar knowing that the lift bay was going to be in line with the garage door.
Makes sense. Easy to pull in. You can have other projects going on in the rest of the garage, but still have access to the lift.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Iron Man, his garage it had all the cars at an angle, and I like that look. So you walk in, you see.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, the main layout has been in my head for a long time, and that things are going to continually improve. We're going to insulate. We're going to put a ceiling in it. Just keep pressing forward a little bit each year.
Yeah, constantly improving it. So
that's right. We're all LED lighting, and just trying to make a nice space where you can come in and be productive.
I guess anything you would go back and change if obviously you love your setup and it's changing, but anything.
Honestly, I spent a huge amount of time planning this. I modeled the whole building with 1-to-1 scale cars. I had a vision, and I wouldn't change it.
Gotcha.
It's right there.
Yeah. So for anyone thinking about a shop build one day, just start thinking about it now, getting the ideas in your head.
That's right. I mean, things that are important to you. I wanted something big enough to utilize, and just stick with your plan and go for it.
And room for future expansion as you have the office. You're not necessarily using that space right now, but it's in the plans. It's in the plan. So, and you're not limited in the future. Alrighty, Chad. Well, thanks for having us. I appreciate actually the second time, because the first time we went through it, I had mic issues, so we actually came back and refilmed the whole video here. So appreciate for having us, not only once but twice. 2 tours, but awesome video it'll make, and awesome organizational tips. But yeah, definitely go check out those tape measure tool holders, whatever they're called. Link in description. Definitely help clean up and organize your workspace. So appreciate you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. So magnetic tape measure. Oh geez, it's been a long day.